Hi everyone, I'm Moody Boo and I am back with a list. And if you're new to my channel, wow, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And if you're not new, holy, I can't believe you're back. So anyway, thank you and I appreciate, don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell if you want, all that jazz. Now, this list is my favorite tropical fragrances. And what I consider tropical is any aromas I would smell easily in Hawaii. That's kind of my template. As you already know, don't pretend that this is a surprise. Anyway, so, and some of those notes are like pineapple, coconut, and some florals like plumeria or frangipani and ylang ylang. I don't know that ylang ylang grows over there, but it's that sweet, buttery, narcotic kind of a floral that you get when you're in Hawaii. So I always, when I wear ylang ylang kind of perfumes, I think of the tropics. And of course, like mango and lychee. In Hawaii, they call it rambutan. They don't call it lychee, but it's really the same kind of thing. It's like, for me, when I eat rambutan, they're spiky looking little balls. They're like kind of a red color. And when you peel that, on the inside has got what looks like a large grape on the inside of it, and it's got a pit in there, so don't just chew it because you'll break a tooth. But for me, it tastes like kind of a cross between a grape and a pear, is what I get from lychee. So I love lychee or rambutan. So that, of course, is added in on it. There's a lot of notes that I could have added to this list, but those are kind of the main ones that I'm going by. So let's get started. So the first one, and I'm not putting these in order, I know. Hey, and I wanted to ask you guys, do you want me to start reviewing single perfumes when I do a single perfume, like I did the perfume reviewers perfumes list? You know, where I really broke it down into categories and added them up and put them in order that way. Does that interest you, doing it that way? Because I have no issue doing that with single perfumes. It took a lot of time, though, to do with a list. So I'm probably not going to do it with many lists. But as far as single perfumes, I'm happy to do that, especially new to me houses. So let me know in the comments what you would like. So anyway, first one, real obvious, you know. Virgin Island Water by Creed. I still love this stuff. It's like this cocktail of coconut and citruses and a little white liquor in there. And while you're sipping it on the beach, that's kind of what you get with this. You get the sea spray, you get the cocktail. It's just a wonderful tropical kind of perfume. And that's Virgin Island Water by Creed. Everybody knows it. Next up. The next one, I've just recently done a review on it, so I'm not going to talk much about it, but you guys schooled me, man. I thought nanas had something to do with bananas, and you guys told me, no, it's pineapple. It means pineapple, which makes total sense. Mystery solved. Anyway, Rirana Coconut Nanas. So, it's a gorgeous perfume. She's a beauty. She's a beauty, one in a million, girl. Anyway, Rirana Coconut Nanas is a beautiful tropical perfume. Love it. Next.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell.
So in another one that I've done a review of fairly recently, I'm just trying to go through these fairly quick because I have like 16 of them. So this video will get really long if I do reviews on each of them. And I've done reviews on most of these. There may be one or two I haven't, but, and there's definitely one I haven't. Anyway, so next one is Parle Moi and Mile High 38. Oh. one of the best pineapple notes. Oh my God, ever. But it's, doesn't taste very good. Ew, it's bitter. Some of the perfumes don't taste that bad, but this one's bitter. Not good, not good. Anyway, so this one though has a lot of dimension to it. Pause, please. I gotta get a drink. Made myself a berry and ginger smoothie. Much better. Anyway, the opening is gorgeous, sweet pineapple, but it has a lot more dimension than that. When it dries down, the immortal patchouli, tonka come up and make it so earthy. It's like you're almost in a pineapple forest. I have no idea what that is because they don't grow in forests. But I'm just saying there's this rich woodiness and slightly greenness that comes in, and it's stunning. It's a stunning perfume. Parle Moi, Mayan Jai 38. Next. The next one's by Vilhelm Parfumerie, and this is Mango Skin. Yep, I just have this one. I have two of these. One's almost, no, it's about halfway empty. Oh, it's so pretty. It's this mango and frangipani, and there's some berries in there to give it a hint of tartness. Ah, it's so pretty. It is one of my, I think it actually, when I did a battle of the mangoes, I think this one came out in top. Mango Skin from my favorite mango perfume. Rightfully so, it's beautiful. Sweet, little tart, fruity, tropical. Yeah. Next. The next two are frangipani heavy, which frangipani is basically plumeria as I understand it, and the plumeria on the Big Island is really strong. It's beautiful. So I had to put frangipani by Chantecaille in there. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very, very tropical. This is like frangipani and water lilies or something. Just recently wearing this summer, I have gotten some water lily vibes from it. Not lily vibes, which I do not care for the note of lily in perfume. But I'm talking actual real water lilies. We have built a pond in our backyard and we have a few different kinds of water lilies, and I don't know the name of them, but these beautiful star-shaped, well, they have more than that. They're like, more like a starburst, and they're just milky white with a bright yellow center that grows pretty much wild up here in the PNW. So, and they have the most buttery, sweet fragrance that of almost any flower I've ever smelled. And even plumeria isn't as strong as a really fragrant water lily. And this has like that frangipani and water lily, and of course there's vanilla. It's very sweet, but oh, it's beautiful. Very tropical to me. Frangipani by Chantecaille. Next. The next one is by Profumi di Firenze. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And that's Frangipani e Coco. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. Oh, it's so pretty. This is a tropical floral coconut, and there's a little rice in there, which gives it a hint of powderiness. This graininess to it that just adds a beautiful nuance to the perfume. It kind of pulls it down, makes it a little less super sweet and super tropical, but it still maintains that tropical flower coconut vibe that I just adore. Oh my God. It's so good. And the price is good on this too. So that's by Profumi di Firenze, and that is Frangipani e Coco. Next. The next one is by Micallef, and this is Ylang in gold. I wish I didn't have it in the gold. I wish I just had the Ylang, because I think it comes in clear juice. Because I don't know. To me, that doesn't look like gold as much as it does. Well, I guess it does more on camera than it does to the naked eye. Because to me, it just looks like it's fouled. I know it isn't, but... Oh, this is so pretty. Micallef, man, she knows how to make a perfume. And this is just a fruity, coconut, ylang, sweet kind of a perfume. It's really lovely. Oh, it's really lovely. Very buttery. But I find that ylang and Frangipani are both very buttery kind of blooms. So I think that's definitely something that I'm into. Yep. So anyway, minus the gold, this is one of my favorite Micallefs. I love this perfume. So that's, what is that? Oh, it's Ylang in gold by Micallef. I'm getting confused. So next. So the next one is by Perris Monte Carlo, and this is Ylang Nosy Bee. This was my first Perris. I only have this one in the Osmanthus one, but there's other ones that I do want. Oh, this is so pretty. Ah! And this one isn't just straight Ylang. This has real dimension to it with the addition of labdanum and cardamom that you get as some of the dominant notes. It's really lovely. It could almost be a formal tropical kind of a perfume. I love this stuff. It's just beautiful. And you just don't hear as much about Perris Monte Carlo or Profumi di Firenze as probably you should, because they're both really good houses, as far as their juice goes anyway. So that is Ylang Nosy Bee. Next. Wow, it's really starting to smell like Hawaii in here, all this spraying I'm doing. So the next one is by Profumi del Forte, and this is Vittoria Opuana. Now, I didn't look to see if you could still get all of these, but I wanted to make sure it was a long enough list that maybe there'd be more than one in there you might be interested in trying, in case there is some that have discontinued, because I truly don't know. And this one, oh, this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. Oh. And this one is a gourmand kind of tropical floral perfume, because it's got coconut and banana, and then some of those tropical flowers like tier. Oh, it's so pretty, but it's almost edible. It really is. Oh man, yes, this absolutely reminds me of Hawaii. This one more than probably all the rest prior to, other than coconut and nanas. This one really reminds me of being in the outdoor markets, walking around. They're cutting open fruit, letting you taste it, and they've got all these bouquets of all these tropical flowers all over the place. Yeah, this is a good one. And that is Profumi del Forte, Vittoria Apuana. Oh, man, whew, it's good stuff. One of my favorite tropical perfumes right here. This one I have 2 decants, I think. I don't know. I haven't touched it since last summer, so I think I still have at least one of my decants. There's still some in there, so I'm not going to have to touch this baby too much. I have worn it a little bit out of the main bottle, but I try not to until my decants are gone. Unless it's one that, you know, I have to respray and I have to carry it in my purse, then I'll wear the full bottle too. But this one, it performs really well. So next. Oh, the next one is Kilian's Moonlight in Heaven. This one I didn't like as much when I first tried it as I did okay, let me rephrase that, as when I first bought it, because I did blind buy it. You know, it's blue glass, it's Kilian, it's pretty safe normally. And I was a little disappointed when I first got it, but this was a slow burn. The more I've worn it, the more I really appreciate it. And this is just a mango, coconut, citruses with some earthy notes in there, kind of a perfume. It's sweet, it's very tropical. Oh, and it's a Kilian. But performance isn't that great with this one because, again, it's a Kilian. Kilian, it's another crapshoot whether or not it's going to be a good performer or not. And this one doesn't do, it does better than some and not as well as others. So it's kind of middle of the road for Kilian, not for good performance. So anyway, it's a beauty. Moonlight in Heaven. Moonlight in Heaven by Kilian. The next one was another slow burn for me, and that's Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. This is just a beautiful coconut floral with some ylang ylang and tuberose in there, and then a very interesting pistachio note that's in there that I didn't detect as much at the beginning as I do now that I've worn it a lot. So this is a very interesting tropical perfume, but it still reminds me of Hawaii, I'll tell you. And it's not just because of the coconut. It's got to be the right combination with the coconut, because coconut can smell more like the shell than the meat. And for me, Hawaii smells more like the meat of a coconut milk, you know, and the coconut shavings, that kind of thing. Oh, so pray. Tom Ford, Soleil Blanc. Next. And one of my favorite discoveries of 2020, Mayan Jai Tropica. This is so pretty. Oh, it's lovely. It's just lovely. This is another one that is one of my favorite tropical perfumes, as I define tropical. And this is mainly just coconut and pineapple. There's a little fig, a little other notes in there to kind of balance it off. But, coconut and pineapple. That's what I get. And it's so pretty. And it performs well. Oh, it's so good. So, yeah, when we go to Hawaii in September, I think I'm going to be taking this one with me. And that's Mayan Jai Tropica. Whew. Good stuff. Next. I guess there's 15 in total. I thought there was 16, but I miscounted. Oh, next one is by Kerosene, Unforsaken. This is so pretty. So this is just orange blossom and clementine and tangerine and coconut. But that coconut balances out those citruses and florals so well. Oh my God. John Peg. What? He's so smart. Oh. And you want to talk about performer. Yeah. I may have to decant some of this and take it with me to Hawaii as well, because it's another favorite. Oh, so beautiful and so unisex. Most of these are pretty unisex. Some of the ylang ylang and frangipani probably could be interpreted as more feminine, but I would adore smelling those on masculine personalities. I really would. Unforsaken now, right in the middle of the road. Anybody can wear this. Beautiful. Kerosene. Next. There's two left, and the second to the last one is by Indult, and this is Menachara. Oh, I never hear anybody talk about this. This is just lychee and rose, and it's a stunner. I mean, an absolute stunner. Oh, I don't know why more people don't talk about this. The lychee is sweet and very fruity, and there's almost a booziness to this, mixed with this creamy, decadent, buttery rose. I mean, come on. It's gorgeous. It is one of my favorite tropical perfumes as well. Easily. And that's Indult Menachara. Oh, man, that's good stuff. I better put another spray up in the air because I want to smell it more. Oh my God, you gotta check it out. Seriously, if you like sweet, fruity, with rosy background kind of perfumes, woofty. Yes, please. Because this makes me whack-a-noodle big time. Ooh. The last one is actually my latest acquisition. And this is by Fiilit. And this is Surya Bali. I went ahead and just bought this because this is coming with me to Hawaii as well. It's gorgeous. This is just a frangipani sandalwood, absolutely tropical, gorgeous perfume. It's another one of my favorite tropical perfumes. Oh my God, I love this stuff. I'm gonna wear some. Oh, it's so good. And this is a new to me house. I'd never heard of Fiilit. Fiilit, I believe is the spelling. It was one that I, ordered a sample, doing a big sample buy, of houses that I've never heard of with notes that I think are interesting. Yeah, this was one of the ones that I bought from that batch of samples, and I love it. I will be doing a review of this very soon. Oh, AC just came on. So that's about it for my top, I guess it's top 15 tropical fragrances. And I wear those in the winter time too, because they're mood lifters for me. Every single one of them are mood lifters when it's cold outside and ugly. Ugh, I hate it when it's like that. I much prefer the tropicalness. So thank you for being here, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your own nose.